Hey guys, this is FiestaFilly, also known as Blush, or once I was known as Blush on FeralHeart. Today we're going to talk about more FeralHeart glitches. This is basically the FeralHeart Login Issues video remade because I felt like, everything being typed out and having to read that, it was confusing to people. I had a lot of people still ask me how to do stuff I had already explained in the video. So I'm going to go into more detail on this video and show you guys actually on my screen how to do a lot of this stuff. And I've gotten this question repeatedly, do I still play FeralHeart? And let me just go ahead and say at the beginning of this video, I don't play FeralHeart anymore. I have no experience with the new updated version of FeralHeart. And this is basically new glitches that I've gotten solutions from other people, and old glitches that I'm trying to elaborate on how to fix those, and they're still in the game. So that's basically why I'm making this video, because there's been some new stuff that's shown up, and I found out how to fix it from other people, and so far those fixes seem to be working. So if there is something like seriously wrong that I don't, I've never seen this error, I'm not sure how to fix it, I probably won't be able to help you that much, but you can try to comment and see if I can. Most errors given by games are pretty common, and they almost always have the same solutions if you know anything about the game itself or gaming in general. So why I'm no longer playing FeralHeart is because I petitioned to get a support email address for FeralHeart members, because I was getting bombarded with messages from their members about how to fix stuff, and a lot of it I didn't know how to fix. So I talked to some mods. I was like, can we please get an email address for people who need support, who need technical support, who need help fixing this, because a lot of them couldn't actually log on to the forum, and that was a big problem. They couldn't get into the game. They couldn't get anywhere where they could talk to somebody, and there just needed to be an outside source of communication. And basically this fell on my shoulders, and I don't work for FeralHeart. I don't make any money from FeralHeart, and I make very little money from these videos. So, I'm not really benefiting in any way here. So, the mods got really nasty with me and told me they didn't care about the members that couldn't figure out how to use the game, because they had enough members that knew how to use the game, and it did work for them. And this, offended me, because I'm helping players that need help getting into this game, and the actual staff didn't care. So I just decided after that, and after all the problems I've been having with FeralHeart, and I started to be bombarded with friend requests from these videos, I just decided I was going to retire my FeralHeart account. So there's no point in trying to add me there. I haven't used it in quite some time, but I wanted to go ahead and make this video for you guys to help you out. So let's go ahead and start out with the biggest problem. And you guys probably recognize this video. This is my login issues video. And I basically made a little list here that you guys can come and read if I go too fast for you or something. The first fix I want to talk about is the black login screen that I've had tons of people message me about. It's not an issue. There's nothing wrong with your game. You actually start with a black screen. I don't know why. And just your character is standing there when your first time logging in. And you need to find a portal in that black space to get out of there, basically. I don't know if this is the official name of that starting area, but members call it the Lonely Cave. I don't know if it's somebody just named it that or what, because it's only you in there. So just find the portal and get out, and you'll be in an area with other people, and it won't be black anymore, hopefully, if all goes accordingly. So anyway, and if you're for some reason getting a full black screen and you don't see your character, just log in and out, and that may fix the problem. If it doesn't, you may be stuck in between maps, so we're going to go into detail how to fix that in a minute. The next thing, which is like the biggest thing that people need to do if your FeralHeart when you first install it is not connecting to the internet, if it's saying that it can't connect to the server, if it won't let you log in, first thing that you need to do, if you have Windows, is make an exception in your Windows firewall. A lot of people are confused when I say this, but don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do it. So basically, FeralHeart is not able to get to the internet. It can't access the internet because of your firewall in this case. And it can also be caused by your virus protection. To test that theory, you can turn your virus protection off, log in, and see if it helps. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. It's probably your firewall. If it does help, then you need to add an exception with your virus protection. And since everybody's got a different virus protection, I can't really walk you guys through that one. You're just going to have to Google it or something. So we're going to start with the Windows firewall. Probably 90% of you guys have this. So let's go ahead and get started. If you have another firewall, you're going to have to add an exception to it too, most likely. But this one seems to be the problem. I had this error initially when I first started playing and I had to do this. So I'm assuming probably most of you will have to do it. So you're going to go down and hit your start button and type in Windows Firewall. You're going to have to use the option with Advanced Security or Advanced Settings, which that might be what it says on Windows Vista. So let's see, we're going to go to Inbound Rules and we're going to create a new rule. It should have Program selected, hit Next, and Program Path is where stuff gets a little bit tricky. So we're going to go to our desktop and we're going to find, which I don't have on here because I don't have FeralHeart anymore, but we're going to find the FeralHeart icon for you guys. I'm going to use the IMVU one as just an example. Right click on your FeralHeart icon, hit Properties, then copy the target location, and then you can just cancel. You're not going to change anything in there. So then come to Program Path again, and hit Control V to paste in this box, and get rid of your quotation marks on there because you don't need those, and hit Next. You're going to allow the connection, Next, leave these all checked, Next, and then name it FeralHeart or FH, whatever you want to name it, doesn't really matter, and hit Finish. In this case, I don't want to make this, so cancel. Then we're going to go to Outbound Rules, and we're going to make an Outbound rule also, and you have to do both. Check Program again, paste your path, get rid of your quotes again, and make sure you get rid of these quotations. And to paste in here, you're going to hit Control V. Next, then we're going to hit Allow Connection. Do not let it block connection because that's the problem already. Hit Next. Keep these all checked. Next. And then FeralHeart, FH, whatever you want. Finish. And it will show up on these lists in here. So that is how to fix that. And hopefully you'll be able to log in and FeralHeart can access the internet now. The next error, somebody messaged me about having this error. I had no idea how to fix it, and they figured out how to fix it by themselves. So this is their solution to that problem. I don't know if it's going to fix everybody's because I never had the error, and I'm not really sure what's causing it. It may be a program that you guys actually specifically have on your computers, but this is a Microsoft error that is telling them that they need to reinstall a program to fix it, but reinstalling it doesn't work. So thank you to TigerLover6295 who sent me the solution. To fix this, you're going to log into FeralHeart, hit Options, Interface, and then finally you're going to click on Running Mode and click the checkbox for Relative Mode. If that doesn't work, then there's probably some type of problem with your rendering subsystem. So next, we're going to talk about the second thing I'm always asked about. Why does it say the server is too full? Why does it say the server's timed out? Why is registration closed? Registration, I guess, has been closed for the past 2 weeks, or on and off in the past 2 weeks, because I have been bombarded with messages. If registration is closed, you cannot sign up. It is actually closed. This is not an error. I can't do anything about this. There's no reason to tell me that it's closed. And I don't know when it's going to be open again because I am not actually FeralHeart staff. I have told people over and over and over and over again, and they just keep messaging me, insisting that something is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Just wait, give it time, and the registration will be open again soon. If the server says that it's too full, you can be kicked out of the game, or you cannot be able to log in. This basically means there's too many people in the game right now, and they're not going to let anybody else log in until somebody logs off. You just have to wait your turn and continue to try to log in, basically. And this can take anywhere from 5 minutes to get into the game, or 2 days. So I don't really know how backed up their servers are, but you know, people are always telling me they get this error. And if the server times out, it could be an internet problem, but most likely you just need to log in again. So the failed to connect to front server error is pretty common also, and I found the answer to this question on the FeralHeart forums. Your character could be stuck in between maps, basically, and this is for the people also that are getting the solid black screen. You could be stuck in between maps, causing it not to connect to the server and reject your character. If you're getting a failed to connect to map server message, and this continues, you need to contact staff so they can unstick your character. And you can find more details on this on the FeralHeart forum, Big Help forum board. And this could also be because your internet connection could be down, your internet could be too slow, the servers could be down and you just need to wait, or if you've never logged in and you always get this error, try to do the firewall or virus protection fix that I just talked about. And also for the people that are getting the black screens, like solid black ones, you may need to update your video card drivers. If you don't know what a video card is, or you don't know what type of video card you have, talk to your parents, ask them. Or you can search on Google how to find out what video card I have. Then you're going to type in the name of your video card and put drivers at the end of it and Google it, and a download should come up on one of those websites that shows up for your video card's drivers. You need to update them regularly anyway, so if you're having any issues with FeralHeart, this is a good thing to try. If you're getting bad tokens shouldn't affect your gameplay. It just means that something didn't load properly, like a rock or a tree or something, or someone's character didn't load correctly. If you come across that bad token object, you may crash, you may not. Some people have more problems with this because of internet being slow and their internet didn't actually load everything properly, or it timed out before it loaded everything properly, or it could just be because the staff has put in an object that's not completely good and it's kind of glitchy. So that's also a possibility. There's really no fix to it. There's really no way to, do anything about it except get faster internet, which might not even fix it. So now we're going to talk about the patch, because I've had so many people talk to me about this patch on the Getting Started videos. Originally in those videos, I said that you must install the patch because it was a priority to install the patch when I made those videos a year ago. But now, the downloads that are on there now are you know, if you're brand new and you're just downloading that download, you do not need the patch. You're actually getting the patch when you download that download link now. If you install the patch anyway, it's just going to override files and it shouldn't affect your game in any way. But, the patch itself is basically just a new update of game material and new stuff to put in the game, and you have to have it. Whether you're going to get it from the original download link, you only need to download the patch if you have an older version of the game and you don't have the new updates. Probably most of us have already updated, so the patch is not an issue anymore. Another thing that people were talking about was the number pad. You shouldn't use, I don't know if they fixed this issue, but you just shouldn't use the number pad when you're trying to log in. For some reason, FeralHeart was not liking the number pad on the side of the keyboard. And also do not check the save password box. It was also having trouble with that, and it wasn't actually saving my password. So it was keeping me from logging because I checked that box. I don't know. Maybe they fixed it. Hopefully they fixed it. The email already in use, if you're getting that message, your email address is already in use. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you forgot you made an account. You can email them, ask them for your username and password. It's a good idea to email them from the email address that it's, you know, saying is already in use, so you can prove that it is your email. And if you didn't sign up and you know for a fact you didn't, you probably need to message them and tell them you didn't make this account and you are the owner of the email address and somebody else has made an account with your email. So the last thing is one of the easier fixes is running FeralHeart as an admin. Again, I'm going to use the IMVU icon as an example, but you're going to do this with FeralHeart. Right click, hit run as administrator. It will start the game like normal. And basically all that's going to do is make sure that the game can have access to everything it needs access to. Some people, they have so many limitations on what the game can and can't do, the way their computer is set, that they're going to have to run it as an administrator. So that's an easy fix, and you know, you can try and see if it will help. So I think that's pretty much everything I needed to go over in this video. And for anybody that I've said, you know, you need to contact FeralHeart staff, you need to email them at support@feral-heart.com. And I believe they said that the title of the email needs to be in-game support, or else they will not answer you. I don't know why. Weird rule. Whatever, that's their rule. To my knowledge, you know, a lot of people that have been following me know that this is the email address that I tried to get them to add a year ago. They added it after arguing and fights, and they barely ever check it, according to people who have emailed them, and have told me that they've never gotten messages back. They've waited months and they don't hear back. You can try this, and I don't even know if it was worth arguing over to get them to add it, but they may check it now. I don't know if they do, but if anybody emails them and they actually get an email back, let me know.